As a practicing dentist, what benefit do you get joining a dental society? We're on location here in Boston with Dr. Ray Martin, who's the president of the Mass Dental Society, and welcome to Language of Business.
Well, thank you.
What do you do as the president of the Mass Dental Society?
Well, I help direct the volunteer leadership of the Massachusetts Dental Society to govern our members and to create member programming so that we can help all our members succeed.
Are you a volunteer or is this a paid position?
I'm a volunteer.
And how do you balance this with your day job of being a practicing dentist?
Well, it's difficult, but I'm far enough along in my career where I can choose the amount of hours that I want to work, and I've been able to utilize that and have time to devote to the Dental Society.
And is this a rotating position or something that you are going to be the president for, say, the next 5 years?
It's an elected position, and it's a 4-year run-through by bylaws. So you're vice president for 1 year, then president-elect, president for 1 year, and then immediate past president for 1 year.
How does the Mass Dental Society differ from other dental societies or associations in Massachusetts?
The Massachusetts Dental Society represents all dentists, so all specialists, all general dentists, every kind of dentist out there and everything. A lot of the other organizations just represent a specific segment within dentistry, such as oral surgeons or endodontists or orthodontists, something like that.
Is that something unique to Massachusetts, or are there other similar societies across the country?
There are similar societies across the country. Every state has its own dental society, and we're part of the American Dental Association, so it's what we call a tripartite. There's a local component, a state component, and a national component.
What benefit does a dentist receive being the member of a dental society?
Well, one of the things is being able to come to great shows like this, Yankee Dental Congress. Massachusetts Dental Society owns and runs this convention, and we normally have between 27 and 28,000 attendees. They can come to this and get education and see new technologies that will better their practice of dentistry. So we'll have a direct relationship with bettering oral care for all our population.
Outside of this 3-day conference, however, what benefit do you also provide to your members?
We advocate for our members on a state level. We advocate with the state legislature. We also advocate with regulatory bodies. We also provide benefits that they can't get anywhere else.
And are you providing educational classes, CEUs if you will, during the off-season outside of the conference as well?
We do. We have something that we call the Yankee Institute that runs year-round. I'm one of the lecturers for that. I lecture on risk management in dentistry and ethics in dentistry, and we have a whole series of speakers that give courses throughout the year.
If a dentist feels like he or she has been wronged by either a law or some other aspect, how do they proceed? Do they pursue this themselves? Do they go through the dental society, or do they do something entirely different?
Well, they can certainly touch bases with the Dental Society, and we have a legislative and government affairs component that will help them to advocate through the state, through whatever body, to find out the information of where they need to go, and then see if we have the resources to help them fight if there's been something that has detrimentally affected them.
From a strategic planning standpoint, how do you plan to use your presidency over the next few years as the Mass Dental Society head?
My initiative coming in was for governance change and reformatting. So our society has existed this way for over 150 years. And there are certain traditions and everything in how a society is formatted. And so I'm looking at changing those to create the society of 2025 for our new young leaders. So we're going to have to change how we do business, how we're structured, things like that, so we can be there for the young dentists.
And do you see a demographic shift in your membership right now?
I do. We're seeing many more female dentists. The statistics show that about 50% of dental students entering dental school are now female dental students, and we're also seeing greater diversity. And so we encourage that. We love that. And so, but we want to create the society that is diverse in many different ways.
So as a general dentist, is that sort of passé? Are you saying that there are more specialists coming down, or is there a more even mix between general dentists and specialists?
No, in dentistry it's very unlike medicine, and there's still about 80% or so are general dentists. So the amount of general dentist to specialist ratio is much different than medicine, and that is not really predicted to change in the immediate future.
Dr. Martin, thank you very much.
You're welcome.